If Buffalo wins, they wrap up their division. I said Cincinnati was out of it only because of who Buffalo was playing. Chicago is not very good. Vinny Vinci would throw it down the right side to Al Toon. But here's where it might help Cincinnati. As Vinny Testaverde was sacked and he's injured, he'll be replaced by Ty Detmer, who did not play well during the season. When he took over for Testaverde, Pete Stoyanovich would make the field goal. It's 3-0. Here's something else that wouldn't help Cincinnati as Barry Sanders gets tackled. He fumbles, Mike Crowell recovers it, and Garrison Hurst would scamper into the end zone. 10-0 ball game. Ty Detmer with the ball would throw it down the left side to the guy with knives on his hands, Brian Blades. Stoyanovich would make this field goal as they're unable to get it into the end zone. 13-0 game. Chicago could still come back. Detmer play action rollout bootleg, throws it to the guy watching cartoons on the Chiefs side of the field, and then Detmer would find Pete Metzlars in the end zone. Tough catch as he was covered pretty well. 20-0, looking like a shutout, led by Ty Detmer. Who would have thought, as he throws it over the middle to Brian Blades. Sean Jones makes the sack on Detmer, and then Detmer is sacked by Mark Carrier. This would lead to a field goal. The Buffalo Stampede would eventually win this game 26-7. That would eliminate Cincinnati, and you know what that means? Milwaukee would take that 6th slot in the Warthog Conference, and the Buffalo Stampede would win their division. Congratulations to them and their head coach, Art Shell. Here it is for the marbles. If LA wins, they are the best team in their conference. They'll lock up the #1 seed. Fire want to make sure that that doesn't happen. Early in the season, this was a shootout over the middle to Byers, and then Sims scampers in for the touchdown, taking the early lead. Usually, the other team goes up on the Stars, and the Stars need to come back. This one, Stephone Page would turn the page in the end zone as the Fire tie the game up. Sims finds his favorite receiver, Henry Ellard, on the Fire side of the field, 14-7. So it seems like a boom, 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 boom kind of shootout situation for these two teams, as Keith Woodside would catch the flip to the right to the 19-yard line, and then would get the flip to the left, fake handoff on the reverse, and Woodside would find the end zone. It's a tied ball game. Fire would find themselves on the Stars side of the field again as Esiason to Vance Pants Johnson finds the end zone, 21-14. Flip down the left side to Bobby Humphrey. Humphrey would pass the 30 to around the 27-yard line. Sims would fire to Henry Ellard down the right side. His favorite receivers got the touchdown. Here's a punt for the Stars. Usually I always say, if you're a bad team, you have bad special teams, and that reared its ugly head on this play. Brisby fumbles. The ball bounces around, eventually would be picked up by the Stars for a tied ball game. Humphrey would get the ball down the right side as he puts the Stars up by 7. Stephone Page exploits a weak Stars secondary as he gets the ball into Stars territory, and Esiason would fire it down the left side to Steve Broussard, and Steve Broussard finds the end zone. It's 28-28. Play action rollout for Esiason as he gets the ball back. Another big play to Stephone Page. He turns the page down the left side, and then Esiason over the middle to Vance Pants Johnson. Fire take the lead. This is more than enough lead changes for the Stars' taste, as with less than 2 minutes, who better to try to finish off this game than Sims to Michael Irvin, and then play action for Sims. Less than a minute left. The throw to Henry Ellard to tie the ball game up on the ensuing kickoff. Remember what I said about bad teams and special teams. If you're a bad team, you'll probably have bad special teams, and it happens again. Clock strikes noon twice. And here's the field goal attempt for Treadwell. Ball is spotted, kick is away, and you know what? The Stars win, and they lock up the #1 seed in the conference, winning 38-35. They end the season 12-4. Fire are 4-12. And here are the Best Team Football League 2 standings this year. Philadelphia and Boston will make the playoffs in their division. Buffalo and Milwaukee will make the playoffs in their division. And Louisville and Cleveland will make the playoffs in their division. So it's rather even here for the Warthog Conference. Miami being the only team to make it in their division. LA and San Francisco, the West Coast there, will make it in their division. And then in the North Pacific, Boise, Portland, and Seattle will make it. These are the brackets for the playoffs. I hope to see you all for the Wild Cards, Divisional Round, Championship, and Best Team Tecmo Super Bowl.